it has been a crazy last 12 months for you. Moved clubs, moved cities, which I know was a big deal for you. Invented a celebration, became a Premier League star, became an international star. Has it felt as crazy for you as all that sounds?
I don't know, I feel like when you're doing it, you don't really take it in as how it is, but definitely after the season, like looking back, you know, after the Euros, after the first season I'd just done it, like you do actually sometimes think like, wow, it was a mad season.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
We were just talking off camera. You had a little break in Ibiza. When you're sitting and reflecting, do you have little moments where you're like, God, did that really happen to me?
Yeah, of course. Even like day to day, like sometimes when I've been driving and stuff, like, because it's all happened so fast. Like this time last year, like no one knew I wasn't playing and stuff like that. So, because it's happened so fast, you just like sometimes it does hit you and you just think like wow.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was looking at it. We were sort of sat by the side of the lake waiting for you, and it's a year ago this week that the Super Cup was played. You started, you scored, you won, and then you never played for Man City again. And I know I don't want to go on about City, but you spoke a lot about that last season. But now we can look back and say, what a great decision. For you, in your circumstances, you made the right decision. But we didn't know that then. So just talk us through the dilemma. What was going through your mind there? It looks like you might get a little chance at City, but you know, you've got kind of your own development versus leaving the best club in the world, leaving the best manager in the world. What's going through your mind?
Well, obviously it was a really difficult decision. You know, I'm a Manchester lad, I've been there my whole life. I never played for another team. So yeah, leaving was really difficult, and yeah, and when Chelsea phoned me, I thought there's loads of players, like, you know, he was buying all the players and stuff. So when they phoned me, I thought, well, it's not realistic. Like, I just wanted to play football. I didn't care, like.
Is that your only sort of guiding principle at that point? I just
No, yeah, that was literally all I wanted to do. Literally just go out, play football, and yeah, because you know when you just feel like you're ready, but
I don't know.
Well,
but yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I just felt like I was ready, and I might not have got the opportunity, like as much opportunity I wanted at City.
Yeah.
Obviously, training was good. Training with the best players in the world, one of the best managers in the world, which taught me many things. But I don't know, I just felt like I was ready to play football, and then when I spoke to Chelsea properly, they explained the project, everything. So I just thought, you know what, it's my career. I just decided to come here.
And in terms of the football, did it just feel right straight away, pretty much? I know actually. I mean, the first couple of games, your debut, we lost to Forest.
No,
so
yeah.
was there maybe a couple of weeks where you were like, oh no, what we've done?
No, yeah, my debut we lost to Forest, and it was an international break, and then I've come back, and then I think we played Bournemouth, and everyone was injured, and I thought, all right, this is my chance. I'm going to start, and I didn't even start, and I'm thinking, surely not, like, you know what I mean? But then the following week we played Brighton at home, and then ever since it was Brighton at home, I just played.
Is it fair to say you found moving to a different part of the country harder than you found moving clubs, like settling into a new area, working the washing machine? We've had this chat before.
Do you know what? I think it was right for me as well. Like, I think I needed it. Do you know what I mean? To get out of my comfort zone. So I'm in Manchester. You know, everyone around there. All your mates, your associates. There's things to do. You're comfy within the city.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think you needed to be uncomfortable then?
Yeah, I think like it was a good thing for me to get away from all that, to get away from, you know, people that I didn't need to be around, going out to certain places when maybe I shouldn't have been there and stuff like that. So now I'm down here, you know, it's obviously, you don't know as many people, you don't know as many spots.
So it just focuses you on your
football, literally, I guess. Yeah. It was just football, yeah. Because there was talks of, like, obviously abroad clubs coming in for me, and when I was at the Euros, I remember.
Think about that seriously, or?
At the start, no, but then when I went to the under-21 Euros, I rang my agent, and when you're away, it was in Georgia, and you're just literally just focusing on football, and I had a good 21 Euros as well, so I said to him, maybe like I would go to Germany or something like that, just so it's clear focus just on football. But then you had Chelsea call, and now I'm here.
Yeah, worked out all right, didn't it?
Not bad, not bad.
Is it right that you found settling into a new area, that was the biggest challenge for you?
Yeah, I'd probably say that, you know. living out the hotel for the first few weeks and then finding my own place, living on my own, and you know, dealing with all the stuff that I thought I'd never had to deal with.
Yeah. But people don't think about that for footballers, do they? People are thinking, oh, we've signed Cole Palmer or we've sold Cole Palmer, that's great, that's bad. But you as a person having to adjust to a new life, that's not really on people's radar.
No, yeah, fans, obviously, when they assign players, they expect something straight away, but it's not always the case. You know, thankfully with me,
they didn't have to wait long. Yeah.
No, thankfully with me was I hit the ground running, but you know, lots of other players, it is difficult moving and coming to a new place and meeting new people, and it can get the better of some people. So yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah. I mean, the first time we were really exposed to this ice-cold temperament that you've become sort of really well known for, what do you think that was, the Man City game, the 4-4? You got a long way over that penalty, and then you tucked it away as if you were playing with your mates. Do you feel like was that a breakthrough or a turning point in any way, do you think?
I'm not sure, maybe, yeah, because of how late it was in the game and how the game went and how important. Obviously, it was my first time playing against, obviously, my old club, City. So yeah, maybe.
So how did you feel stood over that penalty?
I remember putting the ball down and then looking at the clock and thinking, this is late.
So you do feel nerves, because it never looks like
yeah, of course you feel nerves,
yeah,
but I just try and keep calm and just, you know, just focus on what I've got to do in that moment, so yeah.
So if the City game was a bit of a turning point, was it the Luton away game where we first saw the celebration?
Yeah, I was talking to Levi about that the other day.
Okay, go on.
Because obviously we was talking about like the Euros and stuff, and then he was saying, oh, he's seeing people do my celebration and everyone.
So did you see during the Olympics?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Like the guy who won gold.
Yeah, Tobago in the 200 metres. Yeah, he did it. One of our 800 metres lads did it. Ben Patterson, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that's taken off, isn't it?
Mad.
So aside from the football stuff taking off, what's it like becoming kind of mega famous? Do you know what I mean?
It's got its pros and cons.
Yeah.
I know, obviously you get a lot more people coming up to you and stuff, and a lot of people recognising you and saying good things, but then also you have...
Yeah, a bit more. You have to get used to a bit more attention.
Yeah, you have people, you know, trying to drag you down, like the trolls and stuff like that. You might have more people saying bad things to you. But
hard to deal with?
Obviously, it is difficult. Like, sometimes you just think, oh, you don't want to be like this because there's so many, like, you have so much attention, you have to watch everything you do. Maybe you might get a bit paranoid and stuff like that, but it's a nice life.
So I've mentioned a couple of things with the celebration, with the penalty against City. For you, in the blue shirt firstly, what was the high point last season?
I think just everything really, just the way the whole season went. From my first game to the last game, I thought the fans obviously give me a lot of support and a lot of confidence, so I just tried to deliver for the fans, and I think I did that.
Favourite goal, favourite moment for you?
Probably United, the last minute one. Yeah. Just because of how frantic the game was and all the emotions, and we was winning, we shouldn't have been getting beat. We've not beat them at home for how many years, and so yeah, that was mad.
And how was your summer? The first part of it I'm really talking about.
The first part of the Euros?
Yeah, of course.
It was difficult. You know,
why difficult?
Not playing. You're going into a new group, you know, you have lads who've been there a number of years. Obviously being a new young player, all the lads did take me in, to be fair, like she did with all the young players, so it was quite easy to settle in, but obviously not playing and thinking to yourself, like, why, like, just like questioning yourself, like, what, why?
So are you really? Because you're in it, I mean, obviously you've had a great season, you're a fantastic player, but in that part of the pitch, there's so much talent, so you not starting doesn't mean the manager thinks you're bad, surely?
No, I don't mean that, I just mean like, I don't know, when you're just not getting when you're getting no minutes at all, you start. I didn't question my ability because obviously I knew what I did in the season, but you're just thinking like, why, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But then I just thought, when I do get on, I'm just gonna try and make an impact, do something, and yeah.
Well, you definitely did that. Has it been life changing for you? Is that too strong a way of putting it?
Yeah, it has been. I think, you know.
In good ways?
Yeah. Just the whole experience really, just like seeing all the fans, the whole country celebrating, like giving people moments that they'll remember, you know,
and
forever.
Kind of a bit of the focus of the interview has been about how surreal kind of life must be for you, given the kind of meteoric rise. But having been in the last years, having been in the pub, sort of celebrating with your mates when England do something good, to now see people celebrating in the pub, and you're the guy on the big screen, must just be
it's mad. Like even when you're scrolling on TikTok and you see all the
you're like,
Fox Park and stuff like that.
It's your penalty.
It's just like it's just mad to look at.
Last season, unbelievable. How'd you top it or match it or at least come somewhere close to it?
There's always room for improvement. I know it sounds cliche, but I think there is. And just try and maintain it. So if I do maintain it, then it won't be a bad season.
To be fair, all the best players talk like that. All the best players are kind of hungry for more. So let's frame it like that then. How can you get better? What more can you do? What more do you want from yourself?
Just work hard. Listen, we've got an amazing coach. So listening to the coach, he'll only help me get better and improve my game. So if I listen to him, work hard, and I don't see why not.
So how have you found these first few days or early weeks with the new coach? Because you'd have come back late because you got so far in the Euros. You can't have had that long to work with him, I guess?
No, I've only been with him about 3 or 4 days.
Right.
But I knew him from City, didn't I?
Of course you did.
He was.
Of course you did. Well, that's great. So that helps you feel.
He was my manager at under-21 City. We won the league together.
Yeah.
Then he was Pep's assistant, and then now he's here.
Do you know what? I completely forgot that. So for you, what are you looking at with your previous relationship with Enzo Maresca? You think, great, I can bring that onto the pitch with Chelsea.
Yeah, he's a great guy as well. Like you can speak to him, you can ask him whatever, speak to him. So yeah, I think that helps you on the pitch massively. So
you come back, you've been away a while. Managers new, some new players. Yeah. Does it feel very different? Does it still feel quite similar?
It feels quite. We've only had a few new signings, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it feels similar, really. Yeah, just a new manager, different ideas, another fresh start. So we'll see how it goes.
So the team built throughout last season, and you weren't too far away, really, from doing a cup double. Yeah. So this season, for the team, what's a good season?
Silverware, I think. I think we can't look too far ahead because, how the club's been in the last few seasons, probably not up to the standard where everyone wants it to be. Last season we finished strong, got in Europa League, which was our aim. Well, not the aim at the start, but towards the end, when we was getting to that later stage, we had to put a run together and we did it. But then United obviously beat City, and now we're in the conference.
Unexpected, So, new contract signed as well. How did that come about?
Obviously just from last season. Obviously I have a long contract, so for him to reward me with a new contract, to recognise what I did last season is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you are committing the best years of your career, or basically most of your career, to Chelsea, which is obviously a sign of their trust in you, but your trust in them. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think the project's good. We've got, as I said, a good manager with good ideas. Not like we did in the past, but I know Enzo, I've worked with him. The players here are good, so we just need to show it now on match days.